The PGA Tour needs to be about stars. For example, this weekend, they had the signature event happening in Philadelphia, and then they had the second event happening down in Myrtle Beach. There was two events going on. Now, were you watching Shane Lowry and Rory on Sunday in the Truist Championship in Philly? Or were you watching Ryan Fox, Mackenzie Hughes, and Harry Higgs in Myrtle Beach? I can tell you I was watching Lowry and Rory. When you turn on ESPN every morning and you see Stephen A. Smith and all these guys, they're not talking about who the 11th or 12th man on the bench for the Toronto Raptors or the Portland Trailblazers. They're talking about LeBron James and Draymond Green. That's it, because that's what people want to hear. So why is this such a problem for guys like Lucas Glover and Erik van Rooyen to grasp? People want to watch stars, and unfortunately, they're not stars. They're both really good players. I'm not here to sit and slag Erik van Rooyen or Lucas Glover, outstanding players. But I'm not on his side on this one. I'm on the side of Rory McIlroy for once. To me, the biggest problem with the PGA Tour today is not their schedule or signature events. It's the lack of name recognition of many of their players at some of their events. So here's the names of some guys who've won this year on the PGA Tour. Other than a full-out week-to-week golf fan who knows these guys, but average sports fans would have zero clue who the likes of Harris English is, Brian Campbell, or Carl Phillips. All three of those guys won on the PGA Tour this year. Harris English, Brian Campbell, Carl Phillips. I mean, if you're driving around listening to this right now, you know who they are? No one outside of diehard golf fans has a clue who they are. So how's the casual fan going to be familiar with these guys? They're not. The PGA Tour lost so many big names to live. And so when all these lesser-known guys started winning, it's causing problems for the TV networks and the advertisers. You think they want to push an event where Brian Campbell or Carl Phillips is the winner? If Scotty's taking the week off or something, now keep in mind, the likes of Bryson DeChambeau gone, Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson, all gone. And now we have to watch Brian Campbell and Carl Phillips. And I'm certain the people, writing the checks at John Deere and Honda and whatever, American Express and all these major companies, they don't want Brian Campbell and Carl Phillips on Sunday in the final group. They'd rather Bryson and Brooks, but they're gone.